Hello and welcome to Singles Only. Today we have a great matchup for you. Aggro versus Aggro, Feldon versus Yoshimaru Ever Faithful with a partner pair of Bruse.
So hello there, I'm playing Feldon again, and in this matchup we're going against the partner tandem of Yoshimaru Ever Faithful and Bruse. So this matchup is kind of die roll dependent, so I'm hoping that I'm going to win the die roll on this one. We'll see what happens in game 1.
And hi, I'm Khris. I'm also going to be playing Yoshimaru Ever Faithful and a different partner pair, Bruse. This deck focuses more on the value you can gain from being in Boros. It's flexible and not really heavily reliant on its legendary game plan, which is going to be very cool to see all of the cards that don't really need to rely on both your commanders to be powerful.
Right. So good luck.
Good luck, Martin.
Good luck, Khris. Alright, roll, highest, yeah. Got 8.
I got 6.
Okay, I'll play first.
That sounds good. How's your hand?
Okay, I'm keeping this hand. I'm happy with my hand, but yeah.
I'm scared about my hand, so game 1, I'm trying to mulligan down to 6, which doesn't feel good because my first 7, I just had a bunch of 3 drops. So hopefully this 6 feels pretty good, but I'm not so super confident.
In game 1, decided to keep this opening hand because we have 2 1-drops and a bunch of spells. It's perfect for the matchup at hand. This hand's pretty fair. It's not the best, but yeah.
Going first really helps you.
Yeah.
And for me, I think I do just have to keep this hand because of reasons.
Right, so you're keeping 6?
I'm keeping 6. I'm putting this back, and I think I should be good. Good luck, Martin.
Right, good luck, Khris. So for turn 1, play a mountain. I'll cast Village Messenger. So it's a 1 to cast 1/1 with haste at the beginning of upkeep. If no spells were cast last turn, it will flip to a 2/2 with menace. So I'll go to combat. So with 1.
I think I'm taking 1.
Go ahead.
Draw. All right. So for land for turn, I'm gonna play Snow-Covered Plains. And then I'm just gonna cast Skrelv. Go ahead. I'm not playing Yoshi on turn 1, which basically telegraphs that I'm playing Bruse as my commander this game. He is the aggressor and I very much feel it. So trying to claw back using Bruse life gain can hopefully win me this game.
On tap. I'll draw. Okay, another mountain. I'll cast Feldon.
Feldon's good.
So it's 2 to cast. 2/2 with haste. If you damage it, I get to exile from my library. Go to combat.
I can't block anyways with Skrelv, so I'm taking 3.
16. Go ahead.
Untap, draw. I'm gonna play Cliff Chop Retreat. And I'm gonna play Ardos.
Yeah, Argus is good.
Ardos' ability is when any creature enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+0. So that includes itself. So I'm going to swing with just Ardos.
Argus. So
Dealing
it's
3.
a 3/1. I'll take 3. Yeah.
Before my end step, in my second main phase, I would want to try and do this. I would like to Fury. It doesn't feel good to give you more card advantage, but I think your board is getting way too scary. So how I want to divide it is 2 on Feldon and 2 on Village Messenger.
So graveyard, Feldon, go to the command zone. Triggering Feldon's ability to count. So not the best, but I guess I'll have to do. I'll take the War Room.
Sure.
So
War Room's good. Pass my turn.
My turn. Tap, I'll draw. Play this War Room. I'll cast a Zurgo Bell Striker.
Okay. I think you could block my things for that.
For now.
For now.
Okay, then I guess I'll pass the turn. Yeah.
Untap. Draw. And for my land for turn, I'm gonna play Marsh Flats.
Yeah, Marsh Flats, it's good.
Is it? And I think I'll just pass my turn from here.
On your end step, I'll cast something. I'll cast a Stomp. So the only objective I have against Yoshimaru is to maintain board pressure and to also have removal for his turn 1 Yoshimaru or any protection creatures that he may have, such as Mother of Runes. So it's a good thing we have this Bone Crusher Giant in hand, and yes, we are able to maintain the tempo against Yoshimaru. Targeting your Skrelv. So
Are you sure?
Damage can't be prevented, and it deals 2 damage to any target. Yes, sure.
That's sounds good to me. Scrub dice.
Okay, then Bone Crusher Giant goes on adventure. So I'll untap.
Sounds good.
I'll draw for turn. I'll play a Shinka. I'll cast Wild Slash, targeting your Aldos.
My board. That sounds good.
Then I'll move to combat.
Okay.
I'll swing for 2 damage.
Taking 2, down to 14.
And the second main phase, I'll cast the Bone Crusher Giant. So it's a 4 to cast for 3. And you target it. Oh, we target it with a spell. Deals 2 damage. Go ahead.
Alright, on your end step, I'm gonna crack my Marsh Flats to find a mountain, a plains. And from my fetch, I'm gonna find Elegant Parlor.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
still a plains, and I just really need to get some good cards for my for my draw.
Go ahead, yeah.
So I'm going to, when Elegant Parlor enters the battlefield, I get to surveil 1. You'll be
that card, yeah.
I thought about it way more longer than I think I should have. It was Blood Moon. I don't know why it made me think. It's like
You should have kept it.
yeah. Crazy me. Silly. My turn. Yeah. Untap, draw. For my land, I play Sundown Pass, and I think I really just need to put the pedal to the metal. I will be casting Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Yes.
Okay, Seasoned Dungeoneer. I might be able to do something if he doesn't answer it. Possibly get through this initiative war if we keep just passing it back and forth. I just really hope he doesn't have an answer. Seasoned Dungeoneer lets me take the initiative. This thing has a lot of words, so we'll just go through it as we go through the Undercity. As I enter the Undercity, I go into the secret entrance, and I want to find a plains for my land, my basic land. It goes into my hand, and I just have to pass my turn.
I'll untap. I'll draw for turn. So I'll play a mountain.
Okay.
I will cast a Ghost Fire Slice, targeting your Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Oof!
So 3 to cast, and it deals damage to any target. And since you don't have a multicolored permanent, still costs 3. So I'll go to combat.
Yup, can't do anything.
For 6.
Taking 6, and now since you damaged me.
Since I dealt damage to you, I'm now gonna take the initiative and search my library for a basic mountain.
Fun! I can't wait to take it back.
No. I give a legendary creature too much. Okay, now you can go.
Untap, I don't have the initiative, so... Well, it died, but now I have Solitude. So hopefully, I can still try to get the initiative back. Well... So, I'm gonna play the Snow-Covered Plains that you saw from the initiative. I don't know, you just have to pass the turn. Well, I'm flooding. Hopefully, I draw something that can swing me back into this game.
So, okay, then I'll untap. Then, since I have the initiative on my upkeep, I'll move further down the dungeon and pick Forge. Targeting. Okay. So I'll give
what does Forge do?
It gives 2+1/+1 counters on a target creature. So I will target my Bone Crusher Giant.
Alright.
With Forge, do you have any responses?
Absolutely. Paying 5 mana. On the stack of the Undercity trigger, I would like to Solitude.
Solitude, okay.
And I would like to choose, as it's an ability, I don't believe it's a spell that I'm casting. Is that correct?
Yes.
So I would like to Solitude Bone Crusher before you could put the 2 counters from Forge.
Alright, I'll be gaining 4 life from the Solitude.
And then Bone Crusher is exiled. I pass the turn from here.
I'll draw for turn. I'll play a mountain. I'll be casting Feldon.
Yep.
I'll tap 2. I'll cast Arc Trail. So
oh goodness!
Arc Trail deals 2 damage to a target, to any target, and 1 damage to another target. So I'll be doing 2 damage to the Solitude, and then 1 damage to you.
That sounds fair. Salty dice. Roll it tied 2. Thanks, Martin.
Then I'll move to combat.
Taking 4.
So you take 4, and you're down to 2. I have 2 cards. You can go.
And it's almost as if you could also deal 5 damage to me the next turn. So
the dungeon.
Into the dungeon. So I'm just gonna play my land and then pass turn.
So upkeep. Yeah, I'll have to choose the trap and you lose.
You didn't forget. Gosh darn it. GG's.
GG's.
Game
Let's
two.
go to game 2. Yeah.
Nope, I died. Game 2, I guess. Alright. Game 2. Good luck, Martin.
Good luck, man.
Alright. So I decided to stick with Yoshi and Bruse, so hopefully that's good.
Alright. Still sticking with Feldon as well. So
I think I can keep.
I can keep this too. Yeah. For game 2, I'm keeping this hand because we do have a turn 1 blocker. Although my worry is I don't have a burn spell for the Yoshimaru, but we have a good enough hand to deal with the Yoshimaru if it grows to a 3/3 with the Searing Spear in hand. Give or take, I think this hand is doable in this matchup.
Game 2. Alright. I am now playing first. So I can confidently play Yoshi and curve out using all the cards I have in hand. And I got a bunch of interaction. It does look risky, only keeping 2 white lands, but I think the Senu can dig me into something good. I think my hand is also reasonable. Pretty fair, a bit of risk, but I think this it should work out.
I'll have to agree on the risk part though. Even on my end, I think this is
Good.
kind of risky.
I like hearing that. Alright, good luck, Martin.
Good luck, Chris. Go ahead, man.
So I'll start with the planes, snow cover planes. Casting Yoshi for turn 1.
But of course,
Holding both Pyrokinesis and Fury, it feels very good. Even though I'm still not drawing any red sources, I can just still pitch it. And I think clearing out this board and keep on swinging the Yoshi feels pretty good. Dog.
come to think of it though, the Sulfuric Vortex has me a little bit worried. It's because it's quite a horrible card on the draw. So we're planning to pitch this to the blood token that the Voldaren Epicure will give us moving forward. I'll play a Mountain and cast a Voldaren Epicure.
Sounds good.
So when it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, and I create a blood token. So
Value.
down to 19, go ahead. Yeah.
Untap?
Yeah.
Draw. I will play Flagstones
Yeah.
for my land.
Yeah.
Triggering Yoshi,
Yeah.
as it's a legendary land. And then I would like to cast Senu Keen 9 Protector. It's a 2/1 flyer with
Yeah.
Vigilance. What matters is that it's legendary.
It's legendary, yeah.
So, entering combat,
Yeah.
I would like to swing with a 3/3 Yoshi.
We have to take that. So we are down to 17.
Pass turn.
On tap, I'll draw for turn. I'll play an Arena of Glory.
Arena of Glory. It enters on tap because you control a mountain.
And then if I tap 1 red mana and tap it, I can exert it to add 2 red mana. And if I cast it on a the mana generated on a creature spell, the creatures gain haste.
Vroom vroom.
But I have to take it slow now. So I'm gonna attempt to Searing Spear the Yoshimaru.
I think I just have to take that.
Alright.
The Yoshimaru dies and goes to the command zone.
Right, and I will move to combat.
Yep.
The swing with the Voldaren Epicure.
I'll just take the 1.
Alright, then 5 cards, go ahead, man.
Untap. Draw. I would like to enter combat.
Yes.
And I'm gonna swing with my Senu for
Nothing
2.
in the air, so down to 15. Yeah.
On my second main phase, I would like to play Tax Collector. When it ETBs, I get to choose 1, tax and arrest. And I want to do tax. So until the end of your next turn, until my next turn, spells you cast cost 1 more.
Yeah.
And hopefully this doesn't tell you too much. I'll pass turn.
Ooh, interesting. Just don't draw red. Or Phlage. I'll draw for a turn.
Sounds good?
Alright. Scavenger Grounds. I'll have to pay 3 to cast Feldon. So Feldon.
Yes! Value!
Value. Who likes paying their taxes anyway? So I'll move the combat.
Taxes. Go ahead.
I'll swing for 2.
So a fun thing I can do is I will decide to block with Senu.
Yes.
Before damage is dealt, I would like to activate Senu's ability to tap it, exiling it, and I gain 2 life and I get to scry 2.
Yes.
So I get to Senu gets exiled and I get to scry 2. These are fun cards. But I think I want just 1 of these. So anything else?
You can go, man. Yeah.
Sounds good. Untap, draw. Guess what I scried? The sundown
But of
pass.
course, yeah. You're good.
Great. And now, I think I could try and get some value now. Okay, I have a bunch of value on board. Let's just keep on swinging. I would like to tap 3 for Animpakal.
Thousand Moon, okay.
Thousand Moon. And I would like to enter combat.
Yes.
So, I would like to declare attackers, triggering Animpakal.
Yes.
So, when I attack with one or more non-gnome creatures, I get to put 1+1 on Animpakal, and I get to create X colorless gnome tokens equal to the amount of +1 counters on her.
Yeah.
So, are you a gnome? You're not a gnome. Okay. So, I get to put 1, and I get to attack you with an extra gnome.
So I'll be taking
Potentially 3.
3. Yeah. That's 12. Yeah. I'm at 12.
Pass a turn.
So I'll untap. I'll draw for turn.
Gotcha.
Alright, I'll cast a Broadside Bombardiers. So I decided to cast the Broadside Bombardiers because I needed to take care of this Animpakal. And it's going to be quite the problem if we leave it be on the board. So
Whoa!
So it's a 2 to cast, 3 to cast, 2/2, with Menace and Haste, and it has an ability called Boast. Sacrifice another creature or artifact. Broadside Bombardiers deals damage equal to 2 plus the sacrifice permanent's mana value to any target. So this Boast works only after I declare Broadside Bombardiers as one of my attackers.
So you have a blood online, so that's potentially 2 damage.
2 damage,
Just
yeah.
ready to hit me. Alright.
So I'm moving to combat.
I would like to do something before your combat, because that's very scary. And I would like to cast Pyrokinesis for free. For its an alternative cost, I need to pitch a red card, and I get to deal 4 damage divided as I choose.
Sure.
I will definitely deal with Broadside Bombardiers, and I think I just need to also deal with Feldon. So,
Alright, so
2 each.
2 each. I decided to cast Broadside Bombardiers, but unfortunately, Khris has Pyrokinesis. So not only did he deal with the Broadside, he also took out the Feldon alongside it. So I guess we have to live with that, but now it's a good thing I have Ghost Fire Slice that deal with the Animpakal. We have to stem the bleeding from here. So Graveyard, Feldon goes to the command zone. I get to trigger Feldon 2 times, Sphinx Shinka, and a Winter Moon.
Oh boy.
I guess I will take the Shinka.
Okay.
I'll play a land, the Shinka. Then I'll have to do this now. I will cast a Ghost Fire Slice for 1 mana,
Ooh.
targeting an Animpakal. So since it costs 2 less if an opponent controls a multicolored permanent. Normally costs 3, but since you have an Animpakal, it now costs 1. So I'll kill the Animpakal.
Seems like the right option. And then goes to the grave.
Go ahead, yeah.
Alright, untap. I was hoping to attack with her to get more, but I guess not.
We gotta stem the bleeding.
So I think I still just need to exert pressure, and I think this creature can do it. Lelia, the Blade Reforged.
Lelia, yeah, I'm tapped out, yeah.
Yep.
Lelia's good.
She's a 2/2 haste, and then once I decide to declare attackers, which I want to do, I get to exile the top card of my library. Anytime a card enters my exile, I get to put a +1 counter on her. I also get declaring attacks muna. So I decide to attack with these guys. Any blocks?
Well, I know the Senu's coming out. I really have to take care of the Lelia.
Sounds
so
correct.
I have to. I'll be taking 3. I'm down to 9.
Sounds good.
So Senu's in exile. So whatever legendary creature he has, even though it's not a fair trade to begin with, I'm still willing to block it because the Senu coming back means he can value off the scry and as well as gain life from it. So as long as that remains in exile, we'll do anything as possible to keep it in exile.
Martin, stop blocking my legendaries. I want Senu. Ooh, I have a land. I will play my land. If I play the Flooded Strand, and I'll pass turn.
I'll untap. I'll draw for turn. I have to play Ramonap Ruins. I'll cast a Kumano, faces Kakazan.
Alright.
So
Lower counters.
It's a 1 to cast enchantment, and for its first saga, I get to deal damage to each opponent and each planeswalker, so I'll be taking 1 damage.
Down to 19.
And then on my second And next, I will cast an Ember Veteran.
Okay.
Want to cast one, but go ahead.
On your end step, I would like to fetch for a Mount Plains. And I want to do the Elegant Parlor. Surveilling using Elegant Parlor. And I think I just want to put Giver of Runes into the grave.
Sure.
Untap. Draw. I would like to play Ministerieth for my land. So,
Yes.
Ministerieth for my land. It comes in untap because Lelia is a legendary.
Yes, yes. That's good.
I would like to enter combat.
You can go.
I'm swinging with the team and activating triggering Lelia. I get the exile and I get a land. Putting another +1 on Lelia.
Okay, move to blocks now.
Passing blocks.
Move to blocks. I still have to block the Lelia. I
Yep.
don't want that Sino coming back, so I'll take 3 again. I'll go to 6.
Taking that down to 6.
Martin, stop blocking! I want Zenu!
I can cast a land already again because I already played my Ministerieth. So that gets into my exile. And I think what I want to do is cast Yoshi.
Yoshi. Yoshi's good. Yeah.
I think that should be everything I would need to do. Pass turn.
Before the end step, I'll just sacrifice the blood token.
Go ahead.
I'll discard the Sulfuric Vortex. I'll draw.
Okay.
For Sulfuric Vortex, it's bad on the draw because the damage output that you get from it isn't as high because the tempo is with your opponent. So when the Sulfuric Vortex comes back to your turn, you're down to a point in your life total that's not healthy anymore. So your opponent can easily overrun you with his big creatures, especially in this matchup. So we don't want to be in that situation. So we want to pitch it to the blood token. Okay, then I will untap.
Okay.
Draw for turn. Play the mountain. So this time I will cast Feldon.
Okay.
But since I have the second trigger of the saga for commandos, whenever you cast your next creature spell this turn, that creature enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. So Feldon is now 3/3.
Okay.
So I guess I'll move to combat.
Okay.
I'll swing for 3.
I don't really want you to get another card, and I don't want to block with Yoshi, so I'll take 3.
Now, second main phase, I will cast a Falcon Wrathgorger. So
Alright.
I want to cast 2/1, and I will sacrifice 2 mountains to cast Fire Blast.
Ooh. All right. Fire.
So normally it's 6 to cast, but as an alternative cost, I can sacrifice 2 mountains instead, and I will target Lelia.
All right. Don't want me to get getting more value. Sounds fine.
Yeah,
All right.
you valued enough. Go ahead.
I don't know. I want more. Untap. Draw. Cards in hand.
I have none.
All right. I would just like to exert more pressure on you. So I would like to cast Skrelv.
Skrelv is good, yeah.
As a legend, it gives it procs Yoshi to give it a +1/+1.
Yes.
And I would also like to cast Beza, the Bounding Spirit. Usually, Beza would give a person a lot of value, but since I'm in the lead, I'm not gonna get any, I believe. No, I have the most creatures, I have the most life, and I have the most cards in hand.
You have the most lands at this point.
But what I do get is a +1 counter
On Yoshi.
on Yoshi. And now I would just like to enter combat. I think I just need to keep swinging.
Alright, we don't want the Senu coming back, so we have to block the Yoshi.
All
So
right.
I have to take 3 again, or I'm down to 3.
Falcon Wrathgorger dies, and I pass turn.
Then I'll untap. And I'll draw for turn. Yeah, I think that's game.
It is.
Yeah, yeah, let's go to game
I also had Fury.
What a stacked hand.
Well, I think I got this win. Let's go to game 3.
Woo!
Game 3, I guess. My worry is he might swap the Phlage in game 3. Will he?
All right.
Alright, so game 3.
Game 3. I have decided to Commander swap into Phlage.
Alright, game 3.
I tried playing with Bruse and got some success with Yoshi, but I think it's time to take out Phlage. Duel Commander has a special rule called Commander Swap, meaning I could swap out my 2 commanders from my command zone, put them into my deck, and take a legendary creature with the same color identity and have it as my commander. This lets me use Phlage, Titan of Fire's Fury, as my new commander and basically have a lightning helix straight from my command zone and swing me for more life gain and damage.
As I thought, he swapped the Phlage. Okay, now historically, for the people new to Duel Commander, the matchup between Feldon and Phlage is quite terrible to begin with. So this will be an uphill battle moving forward because his commander has a built-in lightning helix and it will negate most, if not all, of our threats. But we'll see what we can do given our opening hand.
What are these lands?
I will have to mulligan.
Oof. Okay, I'm gonna mull. I'm gonna mull as well. It's not. I had tap lands and legend, one that just gives colorless and had a bunch of pips.
Oh,
So not good.
not the most ideal hand, I presume.
Yup. Same to you?
Yeah, I had 1 land only.
You can work with that. You're mono red.
Interesting.
Can I work with this? Oh, this is silly. I think I could work with this. Weirdly.
I can keep this too.
Decided to keep this hand of 6, and I kept this because we have 1-drops. We have Kumano Fist Kakazan and Falcon Wrath Gorger, but I think I will ship the Falcon Wrath Gorger because I want to keep a hand of 3 lands, because most of the good spells that we have against the Boros deck is in the 3 slot. So we want to keep 3 lands at the very least. So I decided to keep the Kumano, the Lithomantic Barrage, and the Forkbolt.
So I'm keeping a very weird hand. I have 4 lands and that's just a tiny bit of interaction. But weirdly, I think this is really good. I have a fetch land and I could fetch a surveil land just so I could feel my grave. I have Urza Saga in my hand so I could get something like Shadow Spear or Skull Clamp and even get more value. I think this is good. I think this is good. All right.
Good luck.
Game 3. Good luck, Martin.
Good luck, Chris.
You're in the play.
So, yeah, thankfully this time I'm up against Phlage. So, on turn 1, I'll play a mountain and play Kumano faces Kakazan. So, take 1.
So I have
Go
to
ahead.
take 1. Down to 19 already. Draw. Let me play a Flag Zones for turn, and I'll pass turn.
I'll pass the turn. I'll untap. I'll draw for turn.
Okay. Trigger on
Trigger.
Oh, sorry.
The Kumano. I'll play Mishra's Factory.
Mrs. Factory is good.
I'll cast Feldon. So, given the Kumano, I'll just put a counter on it and I'll swing for 3.
So before attacks, I would like to swiftly reconfigure your Feldon. No, it's a car.
Fantastic.
And on turn 2, I cast Feldon. But, of course, the Boros player has Swift Reconfiguration. So my Feldon turned into a car, unfortunately.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. I would flood this Strand as my land. And I'm going to cast Mother of Runes.
Yes,
Pass
Mother
turn.
I'll untap. I'll draw for a turn. Trigger the Kumano, so now flips into a 2/2. It's a 2/2 haste, then if a creature does damage this turn by a source I controlled would die, exile it instead. So I'll play a mountain.
It's a 2/2 haze.
I'll cast a Forked Bolt. So I'll deal 2 damage divided as I choose between 2 different targets. So I'll deal 1 to the Mother of Runes and 1 to you.
Fair, fair.
Then with the ability of Kumano, it's now exiled. So now, and I'll activate the Mishra's Factory. And
Yep.
I'll be moving to combat.
I think I'm taking 4.
Yeah, swing for 4 then.
Down to 14. Ouch.
I guess.
That exile actually mattered.
Quite.
It's only damage to that. Anyway,
Yes.
sorry. It's only meant. Okay. On your end step, I would like to fetch using my Flooded Strand. And I want to surveil. Surveil. And I'll just put Windswept on into my grave.
Yeah.
Untap. Draw. For my land, I would like to play Urza Saga. For its first Lord card, the counter, I could add colorless. And using that colorless and all my other mana, I would like to cast Thalia Heretic Cathar.
Thalia Heretic Cathar. So, yeah, right. So
Just to muck up all your haste faster.
yeah, it's a bit of a problem. I'll have to draw for turn.
Sure. Is it removal? Land?
Yeah, it is. So I'll cast like Barrage.
Yep.
So I'll be targeting the Thalia. So
You sure?
it deals 1 damage to target creature or planeswalker. But if it's a white or blue, it deals 5. So it has Kumano, so I'll exile the Thalia as well.
It's white.
So I'll activate the Mishra's Factory, and then I'll move to combat.
Alright.
I'll swing for 4.
Taking 4, down to 9.
While I'm dealing damage towards the Phlage player, he's been ramping up cards in his graveyard, which has me very concerned. So let's see if we can deal as much damage.
Okay, he just keeps answering my board. But I think this is fine because that just adds more fuel to Phlage and gets it ready for its escape cost.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Trigger on Urza Saga. And I think I want to do Rugged Prairie for my land for then. Flame Slash on the Etchings of Kumano because it's getting really annoying. And Warden of the Tower. A 3/3 Vigilant. Pass turn.
Okay, then I'll untap.
Go ahead.
You only have how many cards in hand?
1 card in hand.
I'll draw.
I have a blocker now for that Mrs. Factory.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with the Boromir. Cast a lightning.
Maybe I don't have a blocker for the board.
Boromir.
Sure, that's all good. Even if I sack it, I don't really have anything to tempt, so I think that's good.
Animate the Mishra's Factory.
Swing.
Swing.
I'm taking 2 again.
You can go.
Untap. Draw. And Urza Saga goes into its 3rd lore counter. So, but before it goes to the 3rd lore counter, I would like to float 1 colorless mana. Urza Saga lets me find an artifact with either 0 or 1 mana cost. And I think I'm just gonna get Shadow Spear.
Okay. Shadow Spear is okay as long as nobody has it in their hand. Yeah, that'll do.
Using the colorless mana, and I'm going to filter Rugged Prairie for red and black and white, and I'm going to cast Phlage from my command zone.
So, okay, you'll target me? Yeah.
Yep, definitely targeting you. And choosing to put Phlage into the grave. I'm going to play a Snow-Covered Plains from my hand and pass turn.
I'll untap. Need something good.
Oh boy.
We're gonna need something good.
We need to keep drawing spells, and yet the deck kept giving me lands.
Right then, so
It doesn't sound bad. I'm hoping it's not good.
I'll swing. I'll animate the Mishra's Factory.
I think that should be good.
Swing.
Taking 2.
Down to 8.
Down to 8. Can kill him from there. Still not dead, thankfully.
I'll pass a turn. Yeah.
On your end step, 2 mana, I would like to flash in Cathar Commando.
Cathar Commando's good.
Untap. Draw. Okay, I think I want to do what I want to do, which is casting Phlage for its escape cost.
Yeah.
Is that all good?
That's good.
A 6/6 enters the battlefield, and I get to gain 3, and I get to gain 3. I would like to declare attackers.
Yeah.
Swinging Commando to you. Cathar Commando to you.
I'll be taking 3. Down to 11.
Pass turn.
He escapes Phlage from his graveyard. Great!
I'll untap. We need something good. I'll draw for turn.
So,
I'll activate the Mishra's Factory.
all right.
I'll go to combat. I'll just swing.
Is this a trap?
I don't know, Khris. You gotta find out.
Sure, let's find out. By not blocking, I will take 2 from Mishra's Factory. Going down to 9.
Alright. You can go.
Untap. Draw. Land for turn is Hammerheim. And I would want to try and pay 2 to try and attach Shadow Spear into Phlage.
Alright. Yeah.
7/7 trample lifelink.
Fun.
Attaching Shadow Spear to Phlage just feels disgusting, especially against Feldon, who doesn't have any life gain prevention spells. So I think I got this game on lock.
Enter combat?
I have responses for combat.
Sounds good.
I will cast an Improvise Club, sacrificing my Feldon that you made into an artifact creature.
Right.
We drew an Improvise Club, but I'm thinking we're gonna have to pour all of these spells on the Phlage, unfortunately. Which we do. So
That happened.
it'll go to the Feldon will go to the command zone. I'll deal 4 damage to the Phlage.
4 damage marking Phlage.
And then I will sacrifice 2 mountains. Cast my Fire Blast and deal another 4 damage to the Phlage.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I would like to decide and put Phlage still in the grave.
Okay.
He killed my Phlage! What? How did he do? I mean, he used a bunch of his resources, but I think that was worth it. If my Phlage stayed on board, I think it was gonna be even quicker, but let's see if he can call back from this.
And I would like to still enter combat.
Yes.
Swinging the card from me.
I am down to 8.
Alright, it's still a race.
Now we have to find an answer for the Shadow Spear.
Pass turn.
Drop. And we didn't.
Ooh.
Then
Okay,
I'll just have to cast Feldon.
that's good. Choose your swinging.
Yes.
Swinging two.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Untap. Draw. I'd like to attach.
Yeah.
To Commando. And I want to swing with the card.
I'm down to 4 and you'll be down. Yeah.
For my second main. Tax Collector.
What mode are you picking?
I want to pick rest so I can so Feldon cannot attack or block. Pass turn.
I'll untap. I'll draw.
I mean, it's still not over.
Need something good.
It's still, yeah, it's still not over.
We have to cast the Swirling Vortex.
Right.
Last turn.
Taking one from on my upkeep from Whirling Vortex. Draw. Since I can't cast it for free, I'm just gonna hard cast it. Fury.
How you like to divide the damage?
I think how it's worded, I have to do all 4 damage on the Feldon, so dealing for the Feldon.
We'll do 4 to Feldon. Alright, I'll exile 4 cards. Not even 1 instant!
Let's go!
Alright. I'm gonna take the risk both, but it's not like it's gonna matter much.
You needed to kill Fury if that's something. But I think I still do have to enter combat, and I would like to declare attackers.
Okay, swinging big. Let's see if I win.
I think I'm still dead on board since you have to trample. So activate the Mishra's Factory. You'll just block it. Okay.
Yep.
Good game.
Good game. I just wanted to see that. I just wanted to see what's under Feldon.
I won! Let's go! Phlage all the way.
And that seems to be the end of it. So how was that game, huh?
I should be asking you. You practically played against 3 commanders.
3 commanders, yeah.
That's crazy.
The Phlage is probably the hardest game I had to deal with, and it's the most unfavorable matchup. But I'm hoping that the new set would come soon, so we have a fighting chance against Phlage decks right now. Because for those who don't know, the Duskmourn spoiler is gonna give a big upgrade to Feldon decks. So be prepared and just check out the spoilers today.
Absolutely. I think, I absolutely agree.
How was the matchup for you, the way? Even though you were on the draw in game 1, since we both know it's like die roll dependent anyway.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree it's die roll dependent. Especially, I felt it very heavily in game 1. Trying to raise you with your damage just did not feel good. Trying to claw back with Bruse, I just didn't have anything to have on board to stick, so I just died.
How does it feel to switch to Phlage as opposed to like running out of Bruse Starl against Feldon? Is it any different?
Absolutely. Having a Lightning Helix on a stick and just having it come back all the time, it just feels so good against any mono red deck. Just basically shows how powerful the commander swap allows, the ability to commander swap just shows you how powerful it can be. It just shows how powerful it can be to have a commander swap and just have something like Phlage as a commander in your command zone.
Because you basically have access to gain life in your commander, and that's usually the greatest weakness of a mono red deck. Anyways, really hate gain life, you know. We kind of have to work with it against Phlage. It's really like
Yeah, and it just shows
quite
as
a
well.
matchup.
Absolutely, and it shows how flexible Yoshimaru Bruse can be. Even with whatever burn that Feldon has, I can still be able to claw back. I can still able to fight back, be the aggressor as well. But yeah, it really is just up to the die roll and absolutely skill.
So yeah, there you have it. So that's all that we have for today in singles only. This is Khris and I'm Martin.
See you next time.
See ya.